I'd certainly like to think that Zete Forward gives our undergraduates a tool set that they will have for their entire lives. That they will be able to identify a problem, determine an action plan, and affect change.
And if at the end of the day we can't make it work, we have an obligation to come back and say, this isn't going to work, what will?
It's a different way of thinking. It's one of continuous improvement. It's one of, can I make this better?
Today we are doing our Kirby risk management scenario, which is a full day, fully immersive session that allows our chapter presidents to come together and address serious risk issues.
Provides them with an opportunity to put themselves in the shoes of a chapter that's really going through a worst case scenario risk management disaster.
We have a team of 20 volunteers out here, many of whom are acting in specific roles, ranging from the dean of the university all the way down to a pledge class for their current chapter.
I was there with them in the very beginning to sort of set the stage and sort of build upon that.
Risk management it's kind of an all-encompassing thing. You know, it goes across social media, it goes across, event planning, it goes across, so many different areas that you wouldn't normally think, oh, this is risk management and mitigating risk in that sense, but it really is, in any number of ways that you wouldn't normally expect.
Well, there has to be some sort of disciplinary action taken against not only Mike, who got in the fight, but also the people that kind of were responsible for the situation leading up to it.
And as the day goes on, it gets harder and harder for them, and they have to make a lot of decisions on how they interact, how they manage the crisis, because it is a crisis, and we try to make it as hard as possible so that they can't win.
It needs to permeate the way we think about ourselves, so that not only are we following rules and procedures, but we're thinking about these things that when the rule doesn't address it, we have a foundation around which we can assess. Should we be doing this? Should we not be doing this?
You're living with these guys. You're going through, as I say, transformative experiences, real life experiences. You really become brothers.
I'm about to become Phi at my chapter, and it's useful to have this kind of experience under my belt to be able to go back and hopefully do a better job of risk management there.
And that's the cultural change, because we'll never anticipate all the different ways that individuals can come up with that are going to put us at risk around our members' and guests' safety.
Gentlemen, it is now 12:30.
As a facilitator, giving them timely information, and they've done a really good job of kind of timing out when stuff comes out. And what I've been doing in addition to that is basically making sure that I'm giving them assignments on the side to kind of help their growth and work from there.
Things may pop up with the undergraduates just kind of organically and fluidly that we wouldn't normally expect, but it really still plays into the scenario anyways.
And they all build upon each other so that by the end of the day, they have experienced what could go wrong, what will go wrong, and hopefully they'll never have to go through that in their chapters.
It's been an excellent learning experience because stuff like this can happen, and at the end of the day, we're going to be the guys that are going to be having to handle it. So it's great, getting thrown into this just to have some type of experience.
Routinely, year after year, our attendees say it is the most meaningful and engaging part of their weekend here.
This Zete Forward initiative really starts to move a culture shift towards aligning Zeta Psi with the greater shifts of society.
Frankly, I'm encouraged to have young leaders out there who have tackled tough issues as undergraduates, because the real world is filled with issues deserving of these guys to come out and help solve them.
I learned a lot, met some great Zetes, met from all over the country and really all over the world, and that I would go back in a heartbeat.
I joined strictly because of how great the brothers were. And if there was one word to put behind Zeta Psi, it's brotherhood, because personally growing up, I had two sisters, so I didn't have that aspect in my life. And without a doubt, Zeta Psi fulfilled the brotherhood and what a brother means, because I didn't have that, but as soon as I joined, I knew that was exactly how I was supposed to feel.
I'm very lucky. I've gotten to hear many young men give the oath during their initiation over the years. And Zete Forward fits so perfectly, hand in glove, with what we promised to do for each other. And so it is thrilling to me that we have this opportunity to relive these values, to remember what it is that Zeta Psi brings to us, and we give to Zeta Psi freely and willingly, to create an environment where everyone in our chapters will be better, safer, with more support, and loved.
Even as Phi, like, I understand I'm the leader of my house, but I still learn from every member. And it's allowed me to grow leadership-wise more than I could have ever imagined. Like, I didn't see myself in Greek life going into school, and it's the best decision I ever made.
Brotherhood to me just means being there. I mean, we call it brotherhood, and yeah, because being fraternity is being all male, but it's more just being there for the other person. You know, whether through the good or through the bad. So, as simplistic as an answer that is, that's what it means to me.
So I just want to say thank you to all Zeta Psi for providing us with this weekend. I couldn't have asked for more, and I'm extremely excited to come to Louisville for the convention in August, because I'm going to have a couple more brothers behind me, and we're going to have a great time. It's going to be a good learning experience, and yeah, thank you for everything.